Guys, it's a Stormkeeper here. So today I'm going to talk about something that's really important that happened to me last year, exactly 1 year from today. Hope you guys stay tuned and watch the end of this video. It really mean a lot to me, and so you guys can understand what I'm going through. Alright, let's watch it. Alright, so most of you, not most of you, because, but some of you guys might know what happened around exactly 1 year ago from this day, June 1st, 2023. On June 1st, 2022, this surgery happened. It was a corneal transplant, but I'm going to be telling you how it happened and what caused it and what was going on before that until at this point to now. Alright, so this actually all started during, I had vision problems ever since I was a little kid. When I was like around 5, 6, all the way up till now, basically. So, preschool, I was basically, I had vision problems in preschool. I had to wear glasses all the way from that time till 2nd grade. And after the 2nd grade, the doctor gave me the okay to not wear glasses anymore. And I was super happy, and I thought it would be fine, and I didn't have to worry about my vision anymore. Now we can actually be a healthy kid. Now I'm a teenager, and I'm going through something big, so. Anyways, so then 6th grade comes by, a few years later, 6th grade comes by, I was playing around doing this, doing that, and all of a sudden, I covered my left eye for the most part, everything was blurry. I covered my right eye, I meant. And I was thinking, am I just going nuts, or am I dizzy? But I did it again. Turns out I was, blind in my left eye, and everything, I could not see. Everything was completely blurry. From like here to where my dash is, on my car, my truck, I basically could not see it from here if I covered my left eye, my right eye. I would not see anything. Everything would be just messed up. So, I went home that night panicking from school. I told my mom and my dad immediately. My dad works at an eye clinic where I live. And so, that weekend, he takes me in, and this appointment's like 5.5 hours long. And I was exhausted. They were poking on my left eye, poking on my right eye, pulling these instruments I never see in my life. And finally, after 5.5 hours, the doctor issued me with a really rare eye disease, and it was called keratoconus. I was wondering how do I say that, pronounce that. I was 12 years old, wondering what the heck is this, and I'm wondering basically what keratoconus is. The genetic eye disease that's really rare in children, but it's really popular in elderly people. And basically, it means like a clear part of your eye. If you see my eye sparkle right here, that's basically your cornea. That's basically the clear part of your eye. And mine, so normal corneas are a cone shape, normal cones, just like not like ice cream cone, but like just like a dome, That's what it is. My dome on my eye was like an ice cream cone on steroids, almost, but it got worse than that. That time they caught it early. Luckily they did, or else it would have been a lot worse, and I could have been lost my vision forever. But so they took me. I had to go drive down to Littleton, Colorado, which is around a 3.5 hour drive from where I live, which is not a big deal, but money-wise, it was. Problem with that was we had no money for the surgery they issued me with. And I can't remember the surgery called because it's been so long since I had it. Since my new surgery that had happened last year is still stuck on my head, on my mind. But, yeah. So the thing was that we flew down there. Luckily we had some family and friends help us pay for it. And I would like to thank those people for doing that. And, it really came out. The surgery cost came around $12,000 US. Big. Yeah. For me, I was a 6th grader, and I couldn't have a job to help pay for anything. But I also had was a mowing business, and luckily the only most amount I made was really rare. I had to mow once a year was a $300 lawn, when the grass was basically the height of my truck, which I'm sitting in right now, which is almost, but for me at that time it was like twice my height, because I was like 4 foot something. No, like 3 foot, I don't know, like almost twice my height. But yeah, and I get paid around $25 per lawn, which is not gonna do anything. But then I had my surgery, luckily got the money to get it. But my right eye got keratoconus afterwards, and well, yeah, right before they tested my right eye had keratoconus right too. So basically I started panicking, thinking that I was gonna be blind for the rest of my life. And I was gonna be really, I was devastated. For a 12-year-old boy, I was confused. I was scared. I was scared I was gonna not see anyone again. I was scared I'm not gonna make YouTube videos again. And I was scared I'm not gonna see anyone again. But we had the surgery, about a 2-hour process, basically a laser eye surgery. They put laser in my eye, fixed it. Don't put lasers in your eyes but don't do it at all. But they fixed my right eye, and it was perfectly afterwards. And I saw better than the actual 2020. I saw 2010 on my right eye, which is really, 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 really good. But my left eye was doing good for a little bit, and then we had scleral fittings, which is basically, normal contacts are soft and squishy like gel contacts are. You probably guys know what those are. But they fitted me a card contact lens, was that big in my eyeball. That what basically happened was it was a hard, really, really, really hard contact. It's like plastic, but it's not. It's like basically, think about, if you guys like I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically a contact lens that's hard and really not squishy at all. So it's like brown piece of plastic, but with the actual lens in it. So it costed me around another $10,000 for that, to get that, which it was a big struggle in that. And keep in mind that I was fine, completely normal till summer of 7th grade, and they checked my surgery status, and they found out that my contact was too tiny, and it was on my actual cornea, and my cornea was pushing on the contact, which made ruined everything worse. So then we found a bigger one, which took around almost half of a year to get it fitted properly, because we had to get custom. I had to get a custom one because they do not make ones. But when we know, I broke the prototype, which cost around $30,000. So we had to get a new one. Luckily, it was a prototype, but it was still really expensive to have. And I was like scared, because I was putting it in by myself. It was 7th grade, and so luckily, I had to go to school with the freaking tiny one I was pushing against my cornea, and that just changed things quick and messed up everything. So what happened was that yeah, so we had to get another one of those. So it was my 14th birthday, around that. No, midway, October, I was still 13. It's gonna start raining pretty soon. But is it raining this second? Anyways, so what happened basically was we went through neurosurgery, and they had to put me in surgery in under an hour, and because it was getting so bad, and I was scared. We don't know what's going on. Another one, yeah. So then I took that one, and that one basically also failed. And then another one came around in December, and then it failed. So 3 surgeries in 1 year happened. So they tried to take a break for like 6 months, and then last year happened around. So we were getting scheduled, and the doctor of Colorado said, "I think it's time for the big major surgery," and I was like, "No." I was not happy. I was really hoping not to get it because it would be the most painful thing ever, and it would really be devastating for me. So, but I finally agreed onto it. Surgery came out to around almost $60,000. Yeah, we've got it. We took the surgery. So last year, exactly this day, I went under, basically, with anesthesia and all these drugs on me, got my eye cut open. So, prior to this point, last year, exactly today. What happened was, so they basically did, I took my last deep breath, got all my medicines in me, I got everything in, got all needles on me, so basically they put me to sleep, they put me to the emergency room, well, the surgery room, and they put me to sleep on the laughing gas, and my last words were, I can't remember my last words, but all I remember is blacking out. We got a surgery room, 25 minutes later, blacked out. That's all I remember. So then, around 3 hours later, I wake up, because the doctor tried to wake me up, they thought I was dead. Again, my mom thought I was dead for a second. But, yeah. So then what they did, basically, when I was asleep, they numbed me up, they opened up my left eye, they basically cut the clear part of which is my cornea, they cut it, so they cut it off me. I don't know what they do with it. They probably dispose it or something, or keep it in a file book, or I don't know. And then a donor gave me their cornea, and then what they did is they put that cornea on my eye. So then what happened was that they basically stitched my eye up together. So yeah, they basically had to stitch my cornea on my eye. They put 19 of those stitches on my eyeball, basically. And it was basically, yeah, that's what they did. They put stitches on my eyeball. And so basically it could stay on there. And I still have 19 stitches in my left eye. I have 15 left, so they take them out. And so after the surgery, I stayed in the hospital. I stayed in a hotel room for around a day, for the rest of the day. All dark. You can't have any source of light. Me and my mom, I got depressed. So did my mom. It was horrible, but when I know it got way worse for me and my mom. My mom we both had to suffer, but as soon as we were heading home, I passed out all the way home in the car, and I was only 14 years old when this happened. It's crazy, but yeah. So then I had to make videos for a few weeks. Maybe it was going to actually be a year. I couldn't make videos. So I fought my doctor. Well, not fist fight, but I went on strikes because I care about my subscribers a lot, and I didn't make a video about me leaving. So what I did was, after we got home, I had to basically sit with ice pack glasses on myself. I'll show you guys pictures on my community posts, or like a better video of this. I'm not editing this but I wore ice pack and like this, all dark, pitch black, for 2 weeks straight. And for me, I got so depressed. I can't talk. I can't describe it. It was all black, and I hate it. I was depressed. I had anesthesia going through me. I had medicine. I had lots going through me. But the day before I had finally those 2 weeks were over. The day before I decided to open my right eye. I did get it open, but I got super dizzy, so I just covered it up for the rest of the day. But the next day, I finally got to open my left eye. And I was so happy, but it was so painful because they had to get this Band-Aid contact that was under my eyelids out, pull it out. And so I opened my left eye, and it was really crazy because I was blind in that left eye for around 3 years straight, almost 4. And I was so happy, but in so much pain. And then, like, it got starting getting better. But getting used to the stitches of getting rubbed my eye and how swollen my eye was really great. It was just insane. That was a beautiful Bronco, but yeah. But, it was just the most insane and most irritating feeling of all time. And the doctor told me the stitches would dissolve, but they don't. It's just, yeah, they don't dissolve. And I was like, oh, they dissolve. So, but the worst part is, the thing is, they didn't dissolve. They didn't put the ones that dissolve. I don't know why. It's just the way the doctor put it. Sorry if my thumb's in the camera, but yeah. So basically, every few months, they would take out a stitch. But if that stitch gets loose, they take it out. So I'm down to 15 stitches. What they do is when they take out the stitches, they numb up my eye. The numbing drops. They really hurt, but then, yeah, it feels like your eyelashes are sticking together. I have big eyelashes. But, so what they did was that after that, they pulled the stitch out, and they clipped the stitch and pull it out. When they lose stitches, to pull it out. So it's pretty much a lot of pressure. I mean, I get pretty nervous because there's sharp tweezers are sharper than knife blades, but they're super delicate, and you don't know those go straight through your eye because, yeah, it's scary. But I've learned a lot from the surgery too. After that, to the point I am now, I pretty much have on the road to success now. But I feel like if I didn't have the surgery, I would have not had what I wanted. Like, I had my own vehicle because of the surgery. Like, I'm sitting in my own vehicle. I did this. After the surgery, I got an actual job. I got a sponsorship, which makes me happy. I've been wanting a sponsorship forever. I learned how to drive. I'm passing school, actually. I'm only now basically a sophomore in high school, and I have a good job. I have a vehicle. I have passed my my driver's ed class, which is a $300 class, and I passed it easily. I've gotten a Speak Up Shop sponsorship. I have over 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's just from this sponsorship, from this surgery. And to me, if I have money and if I get monetized on YouTube, I would be I would be really successful. Right now, I'm on the big road to success, and I'm glad to have you guys and the people that speak up and my job and my coworkers and my friends and all my families to help support me. And there was a lot I had to give up from the surgery, which was really hard for me, which I am not a quitter. Quitting does not exist in my dictionary. Word can't does not exist in my dictionary. Oh, the word try does not exist in my dictionary. It doesn't. And quitting sports, gosh, swimming, a lot of things I loved. Running was mostly the thing I loved doing. And when I first I couldn't do that, I was devastated. But this, after the surgery, this past year has given me a lot. Like, if I didn't have the surgery, I probably wouldn't have a vehicle. I wouldn't have probably a sponsorship. Or I would probably not even have a job. I would be still mowing lawns for old people. I mean, I love doing it, but it didn't pay enough. It doesn't help pay. If I did have a vehicle, it would not help pay my license, my tabs, or anything. And I feel like I'm on a road to success, and all thanks to you guys, the people out there support me. So basically, from this past year, I've learned a lot from you guys and all the people supporters, all my social media, it makes me happy, and you guys also make me happy. Everyone makes me happy here on my. This right here, to me, is a job well done. So, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for what you guys have been through for me for these past year, and through my first few subscribers. You guys have changed. You guys have helped me. Everyone who has helped and support me, I really thank you guys for that. And so, I'm glad have you guys with me through this journey. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of this. My advice to you guys is never accept defeat. Never. I'm seriously saying that. Never accept defeat, because defeat does not exist. The only way you can get defeated is if you give up. And if you give up, then you're gonna have severe consequences, because no one's gonna. I feel like if you're defeated, you basically don't exist to me. I might be harsh to you guys, but for me, I'm a really hard-on person. I do not quit easily. I do not give up things. It's basically nearly impossible for me to give up on something. I fight every day for lots of things. And, yeah. Sure, sometimes are dumb reasons, but I still fight to get that way. So, hopefully you guys didn't take this video from something like, for example, never accept defeat. Please, just don't accept defeat. I want you guys to try. I want you to do your best every single day to make that next day better. So I hope you guys got something from this video. I hope you guys see what something happens to you does not can affect your future in a good way or a bad way. Depends on how you want it. Mine future is probably on the road to success. If you guys put the really, really hard effort into everything you do that's for good things, you're going to have greater things come to you. In your hands, in your pockets, it will change you. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys comment down below any suggestions for skits, and make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, share the video if you want to. I hope you guys made it this far. But my phone's about to die. But yeah. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Peace.